Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having the most wonderful week. Welcome back to another vlog. I have no makeup on. It is kind of early in the morning. I'm having coffee today. Usually I'm a tea drinker, but I wanted coffee. I thought that it would be a really fun idea to, because I haven't done one of these in absolutely ages, take you on a little, probably won't be day in the life, but maybe week in the life, few days of the week in the life vlog. I have a lot going on at the minute. I don't know how much I can actually film of the things that I've got going on at the minute, but I really want to do some vlogging again, and because I'm not traveling for a little while, I thought that it would be fun to do some home vlogs and Victoria vlogs and reconnect to the Vancouver Island life. So I don't have any makeup on at the minute because one, I am working from home today. I always work from home. My day job, I am a home worker, working from home. So I'm just on a break from that at the minute because I have to remember to take breaks. I'm really bad at taking breaks. So I'm trying to remember, and I think maybe if I have to update vlogs during breaks, that will give me incentive to take breaks. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready properly in a bit, as in I'm gonna put on some makeup, but I haven't at the minute because tonight I'm currently in rehearsals for a show at one of our local theatres. The show is An Inspector Calls, very exciting, and tonight we have our costume parade, which basically is where the whole cast comes out in all of their costumes on the stage under the stage lights, as in the lights that will be used for the show, and they get approved by the directors or disapproved and get changed. So I don't want to put on makeup until later on because I don't want to have a day where I have to wear makeup for like 12 plus hours because my skin will not thank me for that. So but I need to put on some sunscreen and stuff because right now we're just barefaced. I have made some coffee, as I said, but I actually need to do a couple of things around the house, which I'll probably do on my lunch break because I don't have enough time to do it in my little mini breaks. But I need to set up a new, we've got this coffee grinder that kind of broke. I'll talk more about it later. I need to set up, I need to do some house cleaning. I'm getting to that point. I just did this whole, every spring this happens, I just declutter. Like I'm one of these people that can't stand to have too many things. When I was younger, I used to be a big hoarder, and now I've kind of gone the opposite way, where if I have too many things, I kind of feel weighed down by them. It gets me really stressed out if I see too many items around and visual clutter. So I often go through the whole like decluttering process, and right now I'm feeling like everything feels a bit messy in my eye when I look around. So we've already started doing decluttering, and we've already got rid of a bunch of stuff, and I've already been organizing and tidying since like, I don't know, last month, February. But yeah, I feel like I need to just really do some cleaning at some point this week. So yeah, everything's been so busy because I've been doing this. I've got one show where I'm acting in it, one show where I'm stage managing. I have my day job, I have various other things going on in life, so it's just been super crazy. I have not had really time to just have a day where you spend like cleaning, which I know for some people is probably like not exciting, but for me, I love to clean. You know, I'm one of those like, cleaning satisfies something in me that makes me happy, and then when I see a clean house, apartment, it makes me really happy. So yeah, I will take you along for the journey. Maybe just, I don't know, flick this on if you're cleaning your house or doing some journaling or eating something and you want something on in the background. Or what I usually do with vlogs is have them on in the background when I'm working because it kind of like simulates what would be office noise. That's one of the things I miss. I can't sit in silence. I really struggle with that. So I like to have some kind of white noise on in the background. And I'm not a huge, like, I don't really love putting music on when I'm working. Maybe like lo-fi stuff or like ambient sounds, but I would rather have people talking, if that makes sense. So I usually have those kind of things on in the background. So if that's what I am to you, I'm happy that you're here, and I'm grateful that you are watching, and I hope that you enjoy my little few days in the week of the life of a Brit living on the west coast of Canada. Let's go. Okay, so this is our coffee grinder. I know it looks really fancy, and it actually is super fancy. It's from a brand called Fellow, and Mike loves this brand. We also have the Fellow kettle, which has been great, but I also have problems with this one too. So I don't know if it's just because we have white ones, but look how like discolored the top's gone. And we've only had it. Whoops. We've only had it for a year, and I cannot, for the life of me, clean this. I can't clean it. I cannot get it white. So I don't know. That makes me really upset. The kettle is great. It looks beautiful. It's really good because it like keeps the right temperature on. But yeah. So this is the grinder that goes with it, and again, it's great because you can change the grind amount, and you can time it. We have a little timer sticker there to like suit what you need. But we've had this since July, and we clean it regularly. And obviously you can't smell this, but it smells super mechanical in here. Like the gears are grinding, and once you clean it and you put it back in again, like you can change this to go back here for a finer grind. But right now, it's like so tight that you literally can't move it. You can move it the other way, but you can't move it backwards. So there's obviously something wrong with it. I don't know if this is the same for all Fellow things. But yeah, anyway, they were great. I got in touch with their customer service or whatever and basically told them, and they immediately sent me a new one. So one way, like, that's great because, you know, they sent me a new one. I shouldn't be upset about it, I guess. But I'm like, it's kind of annoying because, like, this is now trash, right? Like, this is just going to be landfill, which really does not sit well with me. Also, the fact that, like, they just replaced it makes me feel like, is the other one going to have the same issue? I don't know. Are these products not made to last? They're so beautiful and they work really well, but I don't know if I could ever recommend them. Also, like, I know it's our own fault for getting white, but like, oh my gosh, you cannot keep this clean, and it's supposed to be like static. It's supposed to have like static, non-stick static, but it absolutely doesn't. Like after a while, I don't know. So yeah, they look great, and it grinds really nicely when it works. Like for the first 6 months or so, it worked pretty well, but now I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so they sent us a new one, so I'm gonna reinstall that one. I guess I just take this to the tip. Oh, I feel it doesn't sit well with my, like, environmental conscience. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get the new one out. That's supposed to be my spot on the floor. You've taken over my cushion. I discovered this new thing recently that I could plug in my computer tower to our television, and sit here, which is kind of fun. Although the television doesn't have as good of a refresh rate, so it's a bit laggy, especially for like editing videos. But if I don't want to sit at my desk after a long day, this works well, but I don't know if I'll keep it here, honestly. But nice ideas for, you know, for the future. Never even thought about that until recently. Lunchtime. Gosh, this day's going by so quick. I am such a creature of habit when it comes to making food. I just like can't ever be bothered to find new things, and so I always end up doing the same thing, but I don't know, maybe that's a good thing. This is like one of my favourite things to do. I basically just make it at the start of the week and then just eat it for the rest of the week. It's just like a quinoa salad with like loads of veggies. What do I do with this? I have quinoa, I roast sweet potato and beetroot. I steam some broccoli, there's spinach in here, there's tomato, peppers, cucumber, yeah, all the good stuff. This is the back end of it, so I always feel like this is like a bigger portion, but that's fine. I'm feeling hungry. Yeah, and that does me for like the whole week, which is, well, like working week, which is great. And then I just add whatever protein to it. So sometimes I use eggs, sometimes I use tuna. Yeah. I like to use the tuna from our local fish store because I know where it's from. I'm a bit like funny about fish and where it comes from. And so we always try to opt to go to our local fishmonger. But today we're just going to go with the grocery store tuna because I didn't get a chance to go to the fish store. But this is pretty good stuff. It's wild and dolphin friendly and all of the good stuff, I hope. There you go. Salad. Very nice. I'm going to head out on a quick walk. Before I do, I want to show you something fun. So I have been, I don't know, over the last like few years I've been really into saving kitchen scraps. Oh my gosh, this is really dark. Let me move this around. That's so much better. Saving kitchen scraps and like reusing them, like planting them. I started with celery. I managed to get the celery to re-sprout, but then it died. Then I did, oh my gosh, I have to just show you it. A pineapple, which took me like 5 or 6 pineapples to work, but this is the product of one of them. I don't know if this really like shows you how big it is, but it's absolutely huge. I think that's about like, I don't even know how old he is now. It's gotta be about like 4 years old. 3 or 4 years old now. Anyway, he's doing super well, and I grew that from the head of a pineapple, which I was really proud about. Anyway, most recently, I successfully sprouted apple seed. Look how cute this is. I was super excited because I had 4 seeds and all 4 of them sprouted, and then 3 of them didn't survive. But this one survived. He's going really strong. So I'm super excited about that. More recently, what I've been trying to do are avocados. I think these might be more difficult. Anyway, I've tried a few times, it hasn't worked. This time, I dried one out and the skin of it has like come apart. So I think that's like a good thing. So I'm gonna peel this and put it in like a damp kitchen roll, paper towel, and then in a sealed bag and just leave it. I have another one in the cupboard, but I didn't dry it out before, so I don't know how it's doing, but I'll have a look. Anyway, I'd be super excited to see like what happens here, because like I've noticed that this one, I don't know if you can really see, but see how it started to crack? So I feel that's a good sign. That's like this, oh, hang on. That's like the slice mark from when I cut the avocado with a knife. So the crack in the seed is different. So yeah, I think that getting rid of the hard seed shell is gonna maybe make it more successful at sprouting, perhaps? I'm not sure. Anyway, it feels like it has, so that's a bold avocado pit. So I'm gonna wrap it in this, soak it in water, and then leave it in here and see if that works. I've for all of you who are like green, I don't have a green thumb at all, but for all of you who are, and if I'm doing this wrong, then it's a learning process. Damp. In it goes. And I guess we'll see what happens. This is what I've had in there for a while. I'm gonna open it and see what the situation is. Still very damp. Can't even find the opening. I don't know how long I've had this in here for. Maybe a couple of weeks. Oh, we have movement. We have movement. See how he's cracking? Ha! Look at that! That's cool. I'm gonna say that's a positive. So we'll re-wrap him up and stick him back in. I guess we'll see which one sprouts first, and if there is any difference to keeping it in the shell or not. So I have about half an hour left of my lunch break, so I think I'm gonna go for a walk. It's a bit grey outside, but I think it's like 9 degrees, so that's not too bad. Yeah, get some fresh air. Jump scare. Didn't go out. Spoiler, did not go out for fresh air because I realised I had to do my makeup for tonight, and that was going to take me as long as it was going to take me to walk. And then I just have to work. So makeup's done for tonight. Before anyone says anything about having too much makeup on, this is stage makeup, my friends. It has to be a lot. So it's gonna be really fun to walk in, especially in the bright light. It's look nice and tanned. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up my day at work, and then I'm gonna go to the theatre for our rehearsal and costume parade. Well, that was a day. Bear is eating. Well, both of the cats are eating. Oh, where's Missy? Dinner time. Yeah, that was a day. It was actually not too bad. We finished at like 9 p.m. So that was a lot earlier than we usually do. Usually it's closer to about 10. It went all right. The first act went not great. The second act went better, so that was good. I find that whenever you're doing shows, you always end up with a rehearsal where things just fall apart, and I think this was our rehearsal, so hopefully this is going to be the only time that happens. And then we should be good for opening night. We have one more rehearsal, cue to cue, and then a dress rehearsal without anyone, and then we have a dress rehearsal but people are invited to that, so it's more like a real show. So yeah, scary but exciting. I'm ready to go to bed now, but I think I might play a little bit of Stardew Valley beforehand because I'm really enjoying that game at the minute. And then I'll probably go to bed. So, yeah. See you in the morning. On the road again. Hello. New day. We are going to our favorite place on the island. I'm just kidding, but it's actually one of my favorite places. Costco! Some of you probably saw the vlog that I did the first time I ever went to Costco, and was so pleasantly surprised, and it's still, you'll be happy to know, going strong. Love Costco. We're not going for a very exciting reason, we're going for a prescription, but we will find an exciting reason to be there. There's always fun things at Costco. There. So I'm
there for the samples.
Yeah, Mike will see how many samples it is. It is very rainy outside. I don't know if you can see. As we drive past the what's that building called? The legislative building. And then
to our other side is the harbour. Every time we drive through here, I'm just like, it's so nice here. We live in such a nice place. I'm a little bit concerned because I can hear some kind of something in my face, and I'm feeling very, very lethargic. And I've been really hungry these last few days, and when I come down with something, one of the first symptoms I usually get is fatigue and hunger. So let's just fingers crossed that my immune system can battle off. I mean, I can see it. I can see the exhaustion into my eyes. Like, how bad is that? Okay, well, we gotta get some vitamin C or something. I can't be sick. We start the show run in less than a week. Oh my gosh. Anyway, to Costco we go.
Three Costco hot dogs.
Friday night. This is the time to be here. It's quite quiet. I like it. I think we should get a
spa.
Yeah, and then just put it on the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work for us. Totally.
Yeah. The size of this aluminum foil box.
Every day at Costco. Oh, look at the Ziplocs. Massive. Just everything in bulk.
It's got to be the restaurant size or something. That's crazy.
What's a Friday night if it's not wandering around Costco waiting for your prescription to be done for 45 minutes?
Why not?
We're back from Costco. That journey took us longer than expected. It got super busy. So apparently, like 7:15 at night on a Friday is the time that everybody goes to Costco. We're back. We just picked up my prescription and some groceries. Not super exciting. And I got some new AirPods, actually. That's pretty exciting, but they're the same as my other ones because my other ones just broke. Well, they're like old, so that's the first generation, and now I've got the second generation. Anyway. Oh, I want to show you. Well, I'm not baking right now, but I've just been been weighing stuff for baking in the morning because I bring baked goods to every Saturday rehearsal. And tomorrow I'm making Delia Smith's double lemon drizzle cake with poppy seeds. So I weigh everything out and then I'll bake it in the morning because it always tastes better when it's baked that day. But I also wanted to show you this really, I don't know, I feel like I'm super satisfied by this, not discovery, but this experience. Okay, so I have this suitcase that I have used for ages. I think it's about just over 5 years old now. And it's like my favorite carry-on suitcase. It's just, I don't know, it's just very simple. It's nothing like super exciting, but I just love it. It's a Delsey suitcase and it's been great. The only issue is that the wheels stop turning because, you know, suitcase wheels always get a bit like gross and then they like stop turning or they get like things jammed in. And anyway, I didn't want to buy a new suitcase because one, it's just so much waste. Like the suitcase itself, I mean, there's a little bit on the inside where like the netting has ripped, but like, whatever. It's tiny, it's really minuscule. But I didn't want to get rid of it because it's perfectly fine. Anyway, I was like, well, maybe they just do replaceable wheels. And I couldn't find them anywhere, but I did find out that there's such thing as universal wheels. And no, not all wheels fit, but if you can get the measurements of the wheels that you have, sometimes you can find them online. And anyway, Mike and I found some and they were like $50 or something, which, I mean, what, a new one of these would have been about $100-ish. So you're saving, but also you're not being wasteful. Anyway, I'm super satisfied because, very long story short, they fit. Isn't that awesome? I'm so happy with that. So basically I just removed the wheels from the original one. Here.
And then I just put the new ones on and they fit like a glove. So anyway, I have to buy a new suitcase. I'm super thrilled. That's my win of the day for saving money and not adding to landfill. But also, there's just something incredibly satisfying about DIYing stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like building furniture, like not upgrading, like fixing your own things. There's something really satisfying about fixing things. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to do more of a fixing rather than buying things. I used to be a lot more like that. And then I stopped because I don't know, I think I was just like, oh, I'm not skilled enough to be able to do this. Or it was also just like, you know, it's extra effort, right? But I like it. It's satisfying to fix things. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna fix my suitcase and we're gonna watch Severance. And I think that's it for tonight. I'll see you in the morning when I bake. Did I vlog the cake making? No, totally forgot. Did I do it and now remember that I was supposed to vlog it? Yes, here it is. Ta-da! That looks really, okay, that really looks not great, but it also looks like it's absolutely coated in sugar, which I mean, it kind of is, but yeah, the actual original one is too, so this one looks like it's coated more in sugar. I have to leave it in the pan until it cools down totally, and it hasn't cooled down totally, so I'm gonna have to take it to my rehearsals like this. I'm gonna show this to you in better light. I don't know if I like the poppy seeds on the top as it's asked me to do, but it looks like a pile of sugar. I'm not quite sure how much I love the look of it. This is the first time I've ever made it, but yeah. Anyway, this is what's going with me to rehearsal today. I wonder if I could just like maybe get rid of some of the sugar on it, like blow it off or something. Oh, I know what I'll do. I have my camera blower thing. That's what I'll do. Haha. Okay, this is gonna get really messy. I'm gonna just put the camera down while I do this. The things we do for our castmates. Blowing the sugar everywhere. I think that just looks like poppy seeds now. And lemon zest. But less intense with the sugar. Anyway, I don't know. I also don't know where all of that sugar's gone because it obviously blew somewhere and I imagine it's just blown around the sink. Anyway, to rehearsals. Oh, I didn't vlog my rehearsal yesterday. You're right, I forgot. Welcome to the next day. Literally morning to morning. And today I have rehearsal number 2 for show number 2. This one I am not performing in, I am stage managing. It is a very rainy day in Victoria, so I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna walk there. I might go through a few shops in Victoria. I have to grab a few things for an upcoming trip that I have. Kind of last minute trip, but we'll go into that at a later date. And yeah, let's go. Did I forget to vlog the last few days? Yes. Is it now after 5 p.m. on a humble Tuesday?
Yes, it is. But no fear, I'm gonna vlog this evening. I know there's not much of the day left, but it is after our clocks are. It's after daylight savings. After it's daylight savings is when they go back, right? I can't remember. Anyway, we're in the nice part of the daylight savings time where it's nice and light in the evening. So we have some time. I have to nip into town to go find a luggage tag, which is super random. I lost mine last time I was traveling. It came off my suitcase, so I need to get a new one. Super exciting. And then I'm gonna go meet up with a couple of my friends, and we're gonna go to the park and feed the ducks. I know, so wholesome, right? I haven't been to the park in ages, but my friend suggested it, and I was like, feeding the ducks little pieces of cucumber? Yes, sign me up. So I'm gonna bring you along for some wholesome content. Before I do though, I would just like to say that today's a big day. Commemorating today, I finished my first ever fountain pen. Also, I made that lemon drizzle cake again because I always like to, if I make a recipe once, I like to make it twice just to see what happens. So I made one for Mike, and this one turned out so much better. I know you haven't seen the full one, but look, I don't know if you can even tell, but anyway, it looks. Although I don't love the poppy seeds in the hope, I think I would not do that in the future. But yeah, this one turned out way better. So there you go. Second time is the charm with baking. is going to be my last day of the vlog, because I think it's been about a week in the life, so that kind of makes sense. Today is a very exciting day. It is the preview night for our show, which basically means it's like a soft opening. So it's the first night with a paying audience. The audience, it's a little bit cheaper for the audience to come because it's the first night. Typically it's the night that a lot of theatre goers go to because it's cheaper, and so like if you're going to a lot of theatre shows, then it's better to go to like the cheaper performance the first day. I don't know why they do it that way. Typically it's like when reviewers will come. I don't think there's any coming tonight, but I'd rather not know. You know what I mean? I don't need that stress. So yeah, I will take you along to that tonight. Obviously I can't film a lot, but I can show you a little bit, a sneak peek behind the scenes of our show, which is very exciting. And then yeah, I'll probably wrap up after that because now we're rolling into 3 weeks of shows, and we do 5 shows a week, and I also have my day job still, so it's like this is where I feel like I've got a second job, so it's gonna be a lot. And then after those 3 weeks, I have got a trip planned, kind of last minute trip, but it should be good, and I will be vlogging parts of that, which is very exciting. So yeah, come along with me for this last day on this A Few Days in the Life vlog. Let's go.